estadio del mundo. En cualquier estadio del mundo. ¿Por qué? Porque la grama se siembra precisamente en la tierra. En la tierra, cuando está mojada, todos sabemos lo que pasa. La diferencia está que en un campo de fútbol el lodo es mínimo, precisamente por la presencia de la grama. No se puede tampoco olvidar que está sembrada sobre tierra, así que esperemos hoy ver un partido fluido. El balón circule con normalidad para este compromiso. Vemos rostros, estaba Eric Telles y Pedro dos Santos de parte del Diriangén. Anteriormente había aparecido en pantallas Justo Lorente Collado. Vemos al árbitro central Héctor Sandoval, asistido por Keiter Corrales y Henry Pupiro, y también la señora Tatiana Guzmán. Es la cuarteta de árbitros que van a estar impartiendo justicia. Manuel Rosas levanta las manos, tiene Iglesias emocionado, entusiasmado, nervioso, diría yo. Mi estimado Gabriel es un niño. Literalmente, creo que para nosotros Tiene Iglesias es un niño. Tiene esta oportunidad de oro que seguramente la sabrá aprovechar.
Aquí nos vamos a preparar para escuchar las sagradas notas del himno de Nicaragua cuando está Nixer Sandoval, Keisel Corrales, Henry Pupiro y Tatiana Guzmán, los cuartos árbitros que van a impartir justicia en este clásico nacional. Diriangén con su tradicional uniforme. Escuchamos el himno.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Estadio Cacique Diriangén in Diriamba, Nicaragua for tonight's match between Real Esteli on the road at the Cacique. My name is James Poovey, alongside my broadcast partner this evening, Ian Sachs. Ian, how are you doing this evening, sir? Are you ready for a little bit of Liga Primera Sunday night soccer?
Del Clásico Nacional. Este va a ser el número 4 que se ha disputado en los últimos meses. Tuvimos Copa Primera y tuvimos también Liga Primera. Aquí la fotografía oficial del campeón nacional y de los caciques del
It's a one final tune-up before they hit the pitch, and both teams want to be playing their best soccer as they head to the postseason. So should be a good one, final tune-up. The first place team versus the fourth place team. So we've got ourselves quite a great matchup tonight.
Yes, indeed. Diriangén won their last match, dropped the match before that, and Real Esteli in the same situation, winning their previous match and dropping the one before, as we get a good look right there at number 7 for Real Esteli. That is Manuel Rosas in the middle. And for Diriangén, that is number 5, taking a look at right there, Eric Tellez, the 31-year-old native of Managua, Nicaragua. So we are about ready to go here this evening. Once again, thank you for joining us tonight. We are available on the Real Esteli English commentary feed on YouTube and also down on Sports Flick as well, down in the Southern Hemisphere in New Zealand and Australia. So we are so glad you tuned in tonight. This should be a great match, and we are very pleased to be bringing it to you from home, actually. Get a good look at our officiating crew for this evening. Unfortunately, I don't have an officials card here. There's a great look at Yon Mosquera and the aforementioned number 7 for Real Esteli, Manuel Rosas. Number 1 versus number 4, Ian. It should be pretty good. It looks pretty good on paper anyway.
Yeah, for sure, and especially with Esteli drawing Walter Ferretti last week, so they definitely want to find another win under their belts before they turn their attention to the postseason. And for Diriangén, it's an opportunity to possibly even pick up some ground. So bunched up there in that 2, 3, 4, 5 slot in the standings. So anything can happen here. And final week of the season, it'd be nice for them to pick up a win.
You see the festivities underway there inside the stadium. It looks like a a bit of limited attendance, Ian, but I see quite a few people in attendance there tonight, and
Well,
a lot of fireworks going off and everything. It's fantastic.
It seems like they're certainly making up for the small crowded numbers by having all those. It looks like sparklers and fireworks going off, and well, looks like the show before the show. I don't know if the game can even live up to that.
Yeah, I know, right? The bar has been set for sure. You see the guy with the big drum right there. Their guys are ready to go. Keep the beat going all night long. It's going to be a great evening of soccer. And I can't wait to get started here. We're just about ready to go as the whistle blows.
And look at that over on the left-hand side of the field, all covered in smoke from those fireworks. Whoever has
and they're still going off.
Yeah, whoever's shooting in that direction, I'd say, is at a major disadvantage in the first half here.
So we've got a little ambient noise there. You can hear the fireworks going off in the background. A very festive atmosphere. It looks like they might be waiting actually for a minute or so for some of that smoke to clear out. Those guys probably don't want to be breathing a whole lot of that either, I would imagine. A lot of gunpowder there.
Yeah, but as they continue to go, there's only going to be more smoke. It seems like the cloud is getting even thicker.
Oh man, you can't script it. Look at that. You can barely see now down there, Ian.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. What a scene. Now, as I've mentioned to one of our contacts there with Real Esteli, I've got to know, with all that going on there, what's going on in the parking lot with food, and is there cotton candy everywhere? Is it foot-long hot dogs, any nachos? What's going on? You can tell I'm hungry. I haven't had dinner like we talked about before we got started here.
Same here. And let's just say if the food is anything like that fireworks spectacular, I'm sure it is top-notch.
So we are about ready to roll here inside Estadio Cacique Diriangén. As we take a look at number 8 there, trying to locate him. And the fireworks still going off at this point, Ian, and I can only speculate that that's the reason for the delay.
Yeah, it absolutely has to be. I remember there was one time I was announcing a basketball game, and the lights went off in the entire arena. Just went immediately before tip-off, and it was just, well, okay, well, what do we do now?
So what else is going on? How about those Lakers, huh?
But
oh man,
now crazy. I'm surprised that this was not anticipated, that the fireworks are going to lead to all the smoke and gunpowder.
Yes, well, you would think they maybe have a couple of big fans on hand, maybe blow that out of there. The wind looks like it's blowing a little bit, and it might go ahead and blow that out of there pretty quickly. We'll see if we can get a weather report here for you very shortly here during the delay. But it looks like we're finally – are we underway?
And it looks like both teams are trying to keep loose. You get so amped up for that clock to tick down to the first kickoff, and then, well – then you're kind of just forced to wait for a little bit. So it looks like both teams passing the ball around just to keep loose and moving, and maybe get even some of those little butterflies that can build up as you're waiting right before tip-off to have them suppress as it looks like the clouds maybe and smoke may be dissipating a little bit.
There's a little bit of wind outside. 84 degrees is the temperature right now. Wind appears to be out of the west at 9 miles an hour. 87% humidity, so a little bit muggy. Well, it says the visibility is 6 miles, but not currently.
Yeah.
For sure. It's 78 actually outside. 15% chance of rain this evening. 75 degrees low overnight tonight there in Diriangén. So we're just about ready to go, I think. It looks like the fireworks have just about subsided for the most part, so we'll let a little bit more of the smoke clear as we get a little look from the field there at Real Esteli's number 6. Jorge Betancourt. You can see the guys trying to do a little high knees there through the smoke, Ian.
Yeah. Oh, that doesn't look like 6 miles visibility.
That's definitely not 6 miles, especially from that goal. There's no way. And you know they would go right at that guy too right away. As soon as they could. Oh, that's unbelievable.
Almost reminiscent of a legendary Undertaker entrance in WWE.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what came to mind, like a little SmackDown, Friday night SmackDown action.
Yep.
Oh, and now it's raining.
Oh, this is
There
great.
we go. There's the 15% chance of rain I spoke about a moment ago. It has turned to 100%.
Yeah, that's.
That'll help knock some of that smoke down too, though. Hopefully.
That's true. Goalie does seem to be a little more visible now.
Appears to be Rodrigo Romo, if I'm not mistaken, in goal there. We'll double check that. And we're finally underway. 5:05 local time.
Fortunate for us and the players on the pitch that the first bit of action is on the right side of the field, so away from the smoke, giving it another little opportunity to dissipate.
Yes, indeed, as Esteli now working it around the pitch. Finally underway, able to really dial in and get going in this ball game here. Esteli trying to get something going early. Not able to do so right there. So Diriangén now. And we will double check the goaltender there for Real Esteli tonight. We'll get another look at Jorge Betancourt there.
It's amazing. It looks like the smoke is fully dissipated, and even when we started the game, it was still pretty thick. But I guess they anticipated well enough that it was just about to lift.
And it is number 22 in goal tonight for Real Esteli. That's Denver Fox. So I was mistaken. That is not Rodrigo Romo. That's Denver Fox in goal tonight there for Esteli. Got a little bit of a neck warmer thing going on there. Maybe wearing a little gator action there for the COVID-19 protocols, before and after the game. I don't know if you saw, Ian, today that they were really tightening that thing down with the NFL and really making guys wear masks on the sideline. And, as long as you're not involved in a play and you're standing on the sideline or something, you got to have a mask on, even talking with the coaches and all that stuff. So pretty interesting times for sure as we get a look now at Diriangén's going to have a chance here.
That is definitely the way of 2020 to talk about all these protocols and masks and social distancing, and certainly not what I was anticipating would be mentioned in the first 2.5 minutes of a broadcast, if you asked me a year ago.
No doubt. I mean, these are terms that, I was even telling my wife the other day, these are terms that we didn't even know a year ago at this time.
Right.
Still. That we still
right.
hadn't said COVID-19 or social distancing or any of that stuff. But anyway,
sure.
Look at the shot there by Bernardo Loureiro for Diriangén. And that just trickles right into the arms of Denver Fox. He gets it out of goal, and now Esteli with it around midfield, working it up the pitch slowly. A guy goes down there. That looks to be Luis Acuna. Denver Fox swings the leg through there. Diriangén holds it in, momentarily anyway. Bodies flying around all over the place. Acuna went airborne there momentarily. Now Diriangén will get this one in. This will be Josue Quijano. Some great looks tonight there, Ian, from the sideline cameras. It looks like they almost have a couple extra cameras working tonight, so congratulations on that, and thanks to the crew on the ground there for the great looks so far.
Definitely more than I'd say we're accustomed to on these broadcasts, and it just adds so much depth to the ability to cut to different shots and get different angles, and I can only imagine the possibility on maybe some replays of goals or key plays throughout the game to get all these different looks.
Most definitely. So Diriangén works it out of the goal now. Just about 5 minutes into the game. So glad you joined us here on the Real Esteli YouTube channel and also on Sports Flick tonight. And I say tonight down there in the Australia and New Zealand area of the globe. It's probably daytime, I would imagine, at this point.
Yeah.
Let's check that.
The beauties of streaming live broadcasts on the air, that it could be one time a day in one place where the announcers are, another time where the game is taking place, and a third part of the day where the audience is.
That's exactly right. Checking it out, and actually it's 1:11 in the afternoon there in New Zealand right now. So if some guys watching the game maybe during a lunch break or something like that, we thank you for tuning in. Great stuff. And then we have people, like you say, here in the United States watching the game on a Sunday evening still. So very interesting stuff. The wonders of modern technology, my friend.
Yeah. Football all around here in the United States at big time NFL Sunday today, and then
yes,
a little Nigerian Liga Primera action.
That's
to
it.
Cap off the evening.
That's exactly right. Ooh, that one trails outside. The closest look, or the best attempt so far, at least in this one, from Diriangén. We get another look at it here. Loureiro from the corner. Teeing it up nicely there just outside the box, and it's just wide left. Nice chance there for the Cacique.
But bouncing it through it, and a smart move on the initial inbound. It looked like it was going to be taken right in front of the goal, kind of dead center, but letting it bounce through to get to the shooter there, who had a better look, a better angle at the goal, just couldn't bend it in on the far corner.
A high IQ play there for sure, as you mentioned, Ian. Oh, I stand corrected once again. That is number 42 in goal tonight for Real Esteli, and I will get you his name here momentarily. My apologies once again. I didn't quite think that looked like Loureiro, like Denver Fox in goal. That is Gian Iglesias in the goal tonight for Real Esteli. Diriangén now with a chance on it. Sounds like we got an Apache helicopter going overhead there, Ian. I don't know if you have your background sound on there or what.
Yeah, no, I do. Don't usually get the airplanes and air traffic sounding this loud, but
is that from your place, or is that? I thought that was in the game.
No, I think it was right here. I'm sitting right near the window, so it's possible that it could be trickling in through my headset here, but
all good. We get another look at the strike here for Esteli. Yon Mosquera elevating, and it looks like they collided heads there. Great to see the Diriangén player up and on his feet under his own power. And Yon Mosquera dodged a bullet there on that one, because that looked like a bit of a collision there between those two guys.
And that's what scares me so much when players go up for headers, that one, you have the ball coming right at you, but two, then you're leaving your head open for any type of collision. So, certainly, if I was out there on the pitch, I doubt that I would be the first one to jump for a header.
Yeah, you gotta, every sport you gotta really be careful. Anytime you leave your feet, you're exposing yourself so much, and not only with your head, but your midsection and everything. So dangerous territory. Esteli with a bit of a chance there. Number 6 in trail of that one that time, Betancourt.
Yeah, nice idea there, but good job by the Diriangén defense to break up that play and let the ball trickle right to their keeper to prevent the opportunity for Real Esteli, the most potent offense in the Liga Primera.
That's it. Acuna with it now. The left boot high and over the crossbar. Limited fans in attendance tonight there in Diriangén, Nicaragua.
And a little bit different setup on where the fans are sitting. We've seen it in the stadium in Managua that they're usually sitting behind the goals, but now it looks like more of the fans in attendance are on the far side and the near side, so along the sidelines as opposed to at the ends.
Yeah, it seems a different type of setup in each different stadium, kind of whatever they have to or need to do according to maybe their local guidelines or maybe just how the stadium is set up as a whole. But it's great that they're able to adapt and at least have some fans in attendance and give it that ambiance, give it the feeling, because I know the players feed off those fans as well. As we look at Acuna's tripping up there right in front of the bench. And when we mentioned the rain, it's a little slick out there right now, Ian.
Yeah, definitely. First we were fighting with the smoke from those firecrackers right at the beginning of the game, and then it seemed like the clouds really started to open up, and the rain coming down right as we were waiting for the smoke to dissipate. And well, now you have wet grass, a slick ball to have to contend with, and makes for maybe not the prettiest game out there, but certainly will test you in ways that a normal bright clear day wouldn't.
Exactly. We're scoreless here. Over 11 and a half minutes gone by. So glad you joined us here tonight on the Real Esteli YouTube channel. We're coming to you live from Diriangén, Nicaragua. A little chance there in front of the net. A slide in front there for number 3 for Diriangén. And we get another look at it here, Ian.
Turning him perfectly, but nice job by the defender there, Tellez, to break up that scoring opportunity.
Off the head in front of the net, and it caroms out of over the top. Another nice chance there for Esteli. Another look at it here. Acuna. Boy, that was a strong shot right there. I still didn't get a number, unfortunately, off of that one, Ian. Did you see who that was?
No, but a really good redirect off the head. Instead of trying to loft it above the goalie, trying to bounce it, but just a little too strong and bounced right at the keeper.
Acuna right in front there as well for a moment and almost had another look at it. Diriangén dodged another bullet. And a tight game here so far.
Both teams already with 2 or 3 really good opportunities, but the goalkeepers keeping the goose eggs on the scoreboard.
That one goes out on the far side. Diriangén now to get it back in. A rare Sunday night Liga Primera match.
Esteli going 8 days in between games, just like last week they were playing on Saturday as opposed to Friday 2 weeks ago. So getting possibly that little extra day of rest. We'll see how it can benefit them, if it can.
Sure. Betancourt there, and you see Quijano come up and take a crack at it. It trickles wide of the net. Justo Lorente in goal there for Diriangén this evening. And so far, Lorente doing a great job. He's had a couple chances in front there that were close, but he's turned them away.
Had the header a minute ago, and then that one right there. So Lorente certainly making his presence known here over the first 15 or so minutes.
You would have to think that header might leave a mark. That thing had to be going about 125 miles an hour, I think, off the head of of the Esteli player there in front, and I still don't know who it was. It might have been Acuna, but my goodness, that thing was flying.
Yeah, certainly not being hit by a pillow.
No, definitely not. As we get a look at the Diriangén player down on the pitch, Esteli's Josue Quijano coming in to check on him. Getting a little play-by-play recap there. So he's up and at him. That's good to see. Get a look at Betancourt coming across there. 15 and a half minutes gone by here in this one. We're scoreless from Estadio Cacique Diriangén. Bernardo Loureiro with it there momentarily, and then Quijano turning it the other way. And you see the pink hair on that guy right there. We'll see who that is momentarily. They try to work it back towards the middle, retreating slightly with it. Quijano now finds a crease, takes a shot. It's turned away. Once again, Lorente, great job extending and not allowing anything pass. One more look here. Quijano settles it down, takes a crack with the left foot, and just wide.
Yeah, Smart trying to stick it in low corner, trying to get it past Lorente, but a nice job there to send that one away. And we'll see if Esteli can capitalize once again.
Lorente flying out of the box, heading it away.
All over the goal box there.
He's active tonight. He's got to be, though, against this Esteli offense.
That's right.
That's number 16, Fernando Mercado, rocking the pink locks out there for Esteli tonight.
Mercado last week got into the game over the second half, late in the game, getting some action for Esteli. Now playing early for his coach, and we'll see if this different lineup, having him in the mix early, can spark some magic for Esteli.
They would love nothing more than to get one in the net first here on the road against the oldest franchise in Liga Primera, the Cacique of Diriangén. Just about 18 minutes gone by, about halfway through our first half. I got to know who you got tonight, Ian, in the Sunday night football game, Bucks and Saints at Tampa. Give it to me.
I think the Bucks take it. I think it's going to be a close one, but I think they're just playing too well as of late. After that surprising loss to the Bears a couple weeks ago, I think they're really molding into their own right now.
Yeah, that should be a good game. I'm looking forward to that one for sure.
Yeah. What about you, James? Who do you have?
I'd have to take the Bucks right now. They seem pretty hot, and but I don't know. Drew Brees always dangerous for the Saints, and they can creep up on you at any time. So you never know.
I'm certainly hoping that we get round 3 in the playoffs.
Yes, that would be good.
Yeah, no matter who wins, that's really what I'm rooting for.
Yes, yes.
Perhaps
We're just happy to keep playing at this point, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Every week, every game, every match, every down, every series, even.
Right. I was looking at the schedule a couple of days ago, and I think this was the first week in I think about a month that it was all of the originally scheduled games, no changes due to COVID or switching bye weeks or anything. So that's a welcome relief to say, okay, at least this week is going according to plan.
For sure. Henry Garcia with it there for Esteli. Alex Ramos previously for Diriangén. Scoreless as we approach 20 minutes. We got a good one here as well, Ian. I tell you what, these guys really getting after it. The pitch has got to be slowed down a bit. There's a lot of moisture in the area. It was raining pretty good earlier. I'm sure it's probably still misting a little bit at least right now, and so that's going to affect, the stopping and cutting ability for these players, and being able to make those really sudden changes. Everything's going to have to be just a little bit more planned out here this evening.
Well, you can even see already on the pitch there a couple of spots in the grass that have been roughed up a little bit by the cleats and the turning and direction changes, and you know that's only going to get worse as the game progresses and the moisture still in the air and on the ground. So definitely a different type of game as opposed to a fast, quick game. But listen, you're playing all different elements. You have to win in all different elements, and there's, it's just part of the game that you have to get accustomed to.
That's exactly right. And hey, both teams have to face it. They're both playing on the same field, so. Diriangén now moving it up the right-hand side.
Field definitely doesn't play favorites to either side.
Never.
Weather conditions.
That's going to stay with Diriangén, and unfortunately we look at number 5, Eric Tellez on the pitch. He went down pretty hard there for Diriangén. Looks like he's going to slowly make his way up. He collided with Yon Mosquera momentarily, and then Mr. Mercado got in as well there for Esteli. Bernardo Loureiro talking with our official tonight. I want to say that's Mr. Ledesma, but I would have to confirm that. He is giving it right now to Loureiro. And he's kind of telling the guys, I think, hey, let's keep playing here, or I'm going to have to do something a little bit further about this one. As we see Esteli's coaching staff trying to get in the mix a little bit now.
Last week we saw several yellow cards handed out between the two sides of Esteli and Walter Ferretti. So Esteli certainly an emotional bunch out there, and does their fair share to get in the refs' ears.
Well, that's kind of half the fun, though, isn't it, honestly? No. It's all good. It's the passion of the game. They're really into it, right? They're fighting for their team. And
yeah.
Another look there. Not really a great chance. Not a whole lot of speed on that one. And the Esteli goalie doing a great job there. Iglesias in goal tonight. And he didn't have too much trouble with that one. Here we go. Betancourt up with it. Turned away by Lorente.
To trail away from him slightly as we take another look at it here. But heading past the goalpost, so a good job collecting it and not allowing it to be catastrophic. Preventing a catastrophic event in goal, similar to what happened last week, where Fox allowed an own goal for Walter Ferretti's only goal of the game that ultimately resulted in the 1-1 draw for Esteli. So smart to corral it at any chance you can get and prevent a similar situation from happening for a second straight game.
Yeah, those can be costly and hard to recover from as well. So every possession critical, and you just got to do exactly what you need to do to make sure and protect every one of those possessions and chances that you're able to get, because they don't come easy.
No, they certainly do not. As we've already seen here, 25 minutes in, and a couple of good looks, but nothing able to find the back of the net for either side.
No, nothing really even close at this point, but stay tuned as someone goes down again there for Diriangén. Grabbing the lower leg for a moment. Almost 25 minutes gone by here in our first half. So glad you joined us this evening on the Real Esteli YouTube channel and this afternoon on Sports Flick. Bernardo Laureiro directs traffic, swings his leg through and gets it up the pitch. They work it around. Diriangén holds it in. Towards the middle and off the side of the net.
Couldn't get a good angle on that one to get it through the front of the net, but still a valiant effort to, you get an opportunity, get any type of look at the net, throw it up there. You never know what might happen.
Ooh, Acuna right there going down.
That's all part of the slick field conditions that, the rain might have subsided, but the ground still has the wet moisture water from the rain earlier, and that's not going to go away anytime soon.
Yeah, it's going to take quite some time for that to drain off, or however the drainage system may or may not be there inside the stadium. You never know. Richard Rodriguez now across midfield. Diriangén's got great defensive position once again there on Esteli, making them work for every chance. Nice bit of footwork there for Mercado before he goes down on the slick pitch. Yon Mosquera there with it. A great battle here tonight, though, Ian. This is what you like to see. It comes down to, this is we talked before. This has got 1-0 written all over it. So far, the way these two teams just keep battling back and forth, the goaltenders are just on high alert the whole time, and it's going to take something to get through to those guys because they know and we see our first yellow card of the night, and this is going to be on number 4, apparently, Oscar Lopez. And Lopez obviously not pleased with that decision as we get another look. It looks like he was really going for the ball there, just maybe incidental contact, Ian, but regardless, the card has been drawn.
Yeah, it looked like the forearm maybe a little bit, not necessarily extending, James, as you said. I think mainly incidental contact there, but I think that might be where the foul looked worse than the actual act, and but still, it's our first yellow card, and now a great opportunity for Diriangén and Laureiro to see if he can bend it through.
As you see, Luis Acuna and Jorge Betancourt right there in front, covering up and preparing for the shot. It goes over and wide left of the net. Lareiro with the chance there, but just too much on that one.
A bit too strong from distances. Maybe looking more like a field goal attempt than a shot on goal, but
that one might have been good from about 33, 34 yards out, maybe. Right hash. That would have had to have been a right hasher, though, on that one. That one was trailing left big time. And we are at our first cooling break of the evening. Scoreless, back and forth, Ian. Tit for tat, shot for shot, save for save. I mean, what else can you tell me about this first part of this first half so far?
The two teams playing pretty evenly, each side with maybe about 4 or 5 pretty good looks overall, but nothing really mustering anything close to a potential goal, the first goal of the game. And I think, James, we were talking about how this game has 1-0 written all over it. I could even see it being some type of a fluke play where with those wet conditions, the ball kind of just trickles away from the goalie and squibs in to the goal. And who knows, that could even come in the 89th, 90th minute. So we might be scoreless for a little while here on this Sunday evening showdown.
It's fantastic. You got a good look at the crowd right there. Everybody having a great time, enjoying some Sunday evening soccer. It looks they're dressed like it's a little bit chilly, but it's showing about 80 degrees, 78 degrees outside. You can see people wearing their masks. I'm not seeing Holver Flores, however, Ian. I keep seeing what I think is Holver Flores roaming the sideline, but it's not Holver Flores.
That is, that's
so he might be absent this evening.
A bit of a mystery here, and James, we talked a minute ago about the crowd. Looks like our best crowd that we've had in several games. So nice to see that many people back in the stands. But of course, for Esteli, they want to send them home with a win to close out the regular season. Esteli stuck on 10 wins for a little while now.
Yeah, they're trying to get over that 10-win hump as you get a good look right there at Richard Rodriguez getting counsel from his coaching staff. So glad to join us this evening on Esteli's YouTube channel. You're getting a great look there at the pitch live in Diriangén, Nicaragua. Jorge Betancourt getting last-minute instructions. Josue Quijano looks like he might have got the trim done today. It's pretty fresh. Wouldn't you say, Ian?
Yeah, not a bad look.
Would you rock that?
Yeah, I would.
It's really low maintenance, man. Let me tell you.
Let me. Got to look good to play good.
That's it.
Is that the?
That's it. And you saw his hair, how it was just standing there, even in that humidity, it wasn't moving anywhere.
Yeah, not a bad setup there. It seems like my hair, I just turn my head and it's all the way on the other side of the room. So.
Oh man.
So
good stuff.
I certainly wouldn't mind that look.
Good stuff. Well, Acuna, he had a little bit longer hair as well. It seemed like a little bit earlier in this Apertura season, but he seems to have trimmed it down a little bit as well. Morel Alvarez now picking up a yellow card for the Cacique of Diriangén.
Not really sure what happened.
One more look here.
Take another look. Again,
wow.
It looks like he just got tripped up. Maybe we couldn't see it from that camera angle. Maybe there was a little bit of a shove in the back or a tug on the jersey that could have warranted the card. But at least from that camera angle, nothing that I could see that could have warranted a yellow card. But sure, Esteli not unhappy with this situation here.
Never look a gift horse in the mouth, as they always say, right?
Mm-hmm.
A chance to poke it in front. Oh, nearly in front of the goal. Oh, man, the closest chance of the night for Esteli. One more look.
Wow.
A high arcing ball. And just about half a step behind there was number 16. That was number 15, excuse me, for Esteli, Rodrigo Bronzati.
At first look, I thought Lopez's header, the initial header there, thought that one maybe had a chance to sneak in just inside the post. But then that would have been something if on the redirect, if that one had gone in.
Unbelievable chance right there for Esteli. Definitely the closest one of the night, about a half a step behind that one. And it might have been 1-0 Train to the North. Yon Mosquera now with it as they continue to work. We're scoreless here, approaching 35 minutes of our first half.
And it seems as though Esteli starting to open up their offense, starting to get a few better looks than Diriangén. So we'll see if the more opportunities that Esteli gets, if they can finally punch one through.
Working their way through that Diriangén defense now. A shot on goal. It's nearly set. It's in the back of the net for the goal. Real Esteli on the rebound. Number 6, Jorge Betancourt. What a shot right there as he celebrates with his teammates. How about that one, Ian?
Well, off the initial save, and that's where that second chance opportunity, it looked like, they had maybe a 2-on-1 opportunity. Put the initial shot on, a nice save, but the long rebound heading right to Betancourt, who was able to punch it into the back of the net past the goalie who was up his line. And that's the first Esteli goal. And we'll see, now they can play from in front as we take one more look at it.
What a great job right there. A left foot strike nearly connects, and then Betancourt off the rebound. What an effort. Number 9, Henry Garcia was the initial shot, and the rebound off of Lorente, who did a great job on that first save, let's be honest, and nearly recovered and saved the second one, but just too much smoke on that one there from Betancourt. And then, of course, he has to go for the GQ shot, rip the shirt off, and pick up the yellow card. But you know what, Ian? It might be worth it.
Oh, it certainly is worth it to finally break through and put a goal on the scoreboard. And what a great shot there.
That was money. 1-0 Train to the North.
That's where persistence pays off. That's where knowing the right spot to be in pays off. That he could see the rebound. He knew that if that shot was going to be saved, it was going to redirect toward his right, head to head in that direction, and then that gave him an open look at the goal. But how about almost saved there? The play in the goal, barely saving that one, but Esteli will certainly take that 1-goal advantage now.
What an exchange there. And you saw, speaking of an exchange, just there before the ball was put back in play, a couple of guys having a few words. I don't think they were exchanging Thanksgiving recipes. Jason Cornell and getting into it a little bit with their Josue Quijano. So tempers flaring right now. This is always a great matchup. And now Esteli really lightening a spark here, especially on offense, with that outstanding goal there from Betancourt. 38 minutes in, 1-0 Train of the North over the Cacique. Special thanks to our production crew tonight, if you will, Ian, for Spalk Talk, allowing us to bring you tonight's commentary remotely. Mr. Michael Pendergrass, thank you, sir, for all your work this evening. 1-0 Train of the North.
Always a great job by our crew from all over. We have the camera people and production and replay crews down in Nicaragua, and then of course our Spock producers setting us up, giving us the feed, and making us sound good. So
yes,
it's definitely an all-around team effort.
It always is a team effort, and so much fun to bring you these games, and just always a great time. This one's really good here. 1-0, the Train of the North on the road. Finally getting off the schneid, 1-0 now over the Cacique. They try to put it in the middle that time, but a host of Esteli defenders turning that one away relatively quickly. Acuna now with it. And they get tied up there in the middle. Number 14 down on the pitch there for Diriangén, Jason Cornell. And a yellow card comes out now. It looks like this one's going to be assessed to Luis Acuna.
Yeah, that one definitely looked like it could have been. Yeah, Acuna coming up from behind and a little bit of a tackle, tripping up the legs and even shoving the forearm slightly. So definitely a good call there. And the third yellow card we've seen tonight. So the referees making sure to keep this one in control.
That's definitely a good way to put it. They've done a great job so far of keeping it under control because tempers have flared a little bit here and there throughout the ball game. So great job by the officiating crew of keeping things under wraps so far. Laureiro, sets up for the shot. Sends it in. Iglesias turns it away. Nice job in goal there for Esteli. Henry Garcia with it over there. Eric Mendoza will put it back in play now for Diriangén. One nothing Esteli here over Diriangén. Crowd wanted a card right there, or at least a whistle, but nothing doing as Rodriguez sends it up the field. Acuna now, and they race for the ball. Him and number 14, Jason Cornell, who's been very active here as of late for Diriangén on both ends of the pitch.
Cornell doing a good job knocking that one away and preventing a fast break opportunity for Esteli, and Acuna, which could have very easily doubled the score, but the Train of the North will take this corner kick opportunity. Just about 3 minutes to go here in half number one.
Here we go. The Argentinian works it in. Diriangén turns it away right away. Number 3, Morel Alvarez in there for the Cacique.
And you could just imagine if the Train of the North can get another goal here before the end of the half, a 2-goal advantage, especially with those slick conditions out there, can pretty much be a very good cushion as we head into the second 45.
You can see the muddy conditions right down there where the ball is right now. On the near side, Mosquera, and once again Cornell mixing it up with the Esteli players, and it's getting ready to boil over, Ian. So get your popcorn ready, folks. You might have made it. More officials coming out onto the pitch now.
Yeah, both teams coming over right in front there. We take
another look at the goal, yeah.
I mean, what a great play there from Betancourt to send that one into the back of the net off the rebound.
A great job getting in position for the rebound as well there for Betancourt. I mean, having the wherewithal to know that he wasn't going to get the first crack at it. You could see right there it was going to be Henry Garcia. So he changes his angle, heads towards the net, and says, I'm going to get the rebound, and I'm going to be right in the right position. And that's exactly what he did right there. Nice job.
Yeah, and smart to realize that the pass was intended for his teammate, not trying to outrun him and get to the goal himself. Instead, realizing that the better play, the smarter play was to set up for a potential rebound. And that's exactly what he did, and that's the only goal we have so far.
Outstanding job there. Our officials talking it over now.
Trying to figure out probably who's most responsible. Definitely a yellow card.
The card has come out now.
Seems like
the
like
fans are
directed
riled up.
To the Esteli bench, potentially?
Maybe a sideline warning of sorts? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Oh, down goes number 6, Jorge Betancourt. And he seems to be favoring the left leg. And now a yellow card coming out for Jeffrey Chavez of Cacique Diriangén. So the yellows are really popping out here as of late, Ian.
Yeah, and you see that it's been getting a little chippier, and probably after the two benches converging a minute ago, probably the referee's taking this opportunity to hand out a yellow card right away to make sure that they can try to restore some sort of order as we hit the final minutes of the first half.
Yes, you see there 3 extra minutes of stoppage time, so we're already into almost one of those minutes now. Look at Richard Rodriguez coming across on you. 46 minutes gone by, 2 more minutes here until our half is over. Esteli drawing first blood on a rebound from a Henry Garcia shot that was put in the net by number 6, Jorge Betancourt, and now Yon Mosquera about to blow a gasket there as he picks up a yellow card of his own.
Certainly angry at something. So we take another look at it here. Tripping foul, definitely worthy of a card.
Ooh, that's a tough one right there. He was... what do you do, though? The ball's right there. He's trying to go for it. It's like, it's like penalizing the defender in football for making a great hit anymore. And it's with the targeting and the lowering the crown of the helmet and all these calls now that you have, but they still penalize the defensive player for a good hit.
It's the nature of the way the game is going that safety becoming the ultimate target.
Sure, it's got to be. It does. It has to be the ultimate focus. You're right. Nice footwork there in the middle of the pitch for Morel Alvarez. Alvarez works it down, connecting with Eric Tellez, and then it caroms out of bounds off of Tellez. Quijano was in trail momentarily there for Esteli. About 10 more seconds, Ian, and our first half will be in the books.
James, definitely an entertaining first half as we saw some slick conditions, some fireworks right out of the gate.
Literal fireworks.
Yeah, and then some fireworks on the field. We saw a great goal on the rebound from Betancourt, and then a little chippy action over those final few minutes, but really a lot packed into that first 45 minutes.
Oh, yes, indeed. Great to see the Train of the North getting a opening goal on the road tonight. As you see the mist still falling there at Estadio Cacique Diriangén. 7 total yellow cards in our first half, Ian. So buckle up for what could be a crazy second half of action here between Real Esteli and Cacique Diriangén. We'll step aside, take a short break. Halftime festivities are underway as you're going to get a look at some of the halftime highlights here. We'll step aside. Ian and I will be back in about 12 to 15 minutes. Stay tuned here on the Real Esteli YouTube channel and on Sports Flick. We'll be right back with you.
The train from the north.
Llegó el momento de dar el gran paso,
de pasar el legado a una nueva generación.
Es el momento de trascender.
Y ser más que un gran equipo.
Es el momento de honrar grandes proezas.
Y recordar grandes momentos.
Porque la historia no solo se recuerda.
La historia se escribe y se vive.
Hoy más que nunca vamos con el tren a todas partes.
Porque somos un solo equipo.
Llevamos la sangre kamikaze.
Por un solo campeón.
Por una sola grandeza.
Por un nuevo Real Estelí.
Grande, solo el tren.
Hoy no solo nace un nuevo equipo.
Hoy nace una institución que evoluciona.
Es el inicio de una nueva era.
El legado continúa.
El diamante de las Segovias brilla por sí mismo. Eran los 60s cuando dejamos de esperar ese sueño que nos llegó sobre rieles e iniciamos la búsqueda de nuestro propio legado. La participación de un primer campeonato nos abrió paso a la época dorada del fútbol nacional. De ahí partió nuestro propio tren, el Tren del Norte. Fue en la siguiente parada donde se marcó el inicio de nuestra leyenda. En julio del 91, una ronda de penales inauguró la época real. Por los últimos 30 años, hemos ido con el tren a todas partes, con un corazón rojo y el alma blanca, campeones que salimos al mundo por Nicaragua. Volvemos a la independencia con la emoción de la próxima temporada, defendiendo una racha imparable del Club Nacional de Fútbol más exitoso hasta la fecha. 8,000 almas nos reunimos en el mejor estadio de fútbol del país a celebrar, llorar, sufrir y rugir por la camiseta roja y blanca. La barra kamikaze entrega todo en las gradas por la hegemonía y el legado de su equipo. Juntos sudamos la camiseta y brillamos por nuestros propios compromisos con el deporte nacional. Somos el tren, quienes orgullosamente...
Estamos de regreso, estimados fanáticos, ya a punto de arrancar la segunda parte desde el estadio Cacique de Diriangén en la ciudad de Diriamba del departamento de Carazo. Va a haber cambio de guardameta, ¿no? Le estaban dando las últimas indicaciones a Justo Lorente, que ha sido uno de los grandes protagonistas del equipo Diriangén, ¿no? En par de ocasiones ha estado allí muy atento para que su arco no permita más goles. Vemos a Brandon ayer, dice en pantalla, salud.
Welcome back. We are about ready for our second half. James Poovey coming to you alongside Ian Sachs tonight. Real Esteli on the road at Diriangén, up 1-0. Ian, an exciting first half, especially if you're a Train of the North fan. But action all over the field. Obviously a little bit of slower pitch, as you can still see the mist and the rain still falling there in Diriangén, Nicaragua. And 1-0 Esteli so far. Your thoughts on the first half?
I think that both teams trying to find their way, find their footing on that slower, wet pitch. And Esteli getting those better opportunities as time went on in that first half, and ultimately leading to the Betancourt goal off the rebound. A really great play from Esteli late in that first half, and proving to be the difference so far here. And that had another good look shortly after that, and almost looking to go up 2-0. But still, it's a one-score game. Anything can happen. And James, you mentioned those slick conditions. That could really play in the favor of either side as Esteli looks to find a second goal and expand on that lead. And for Diriangén, they want to try to get back into this. Certainly a one-goal game is far from over.
Oh, most definitely. And this one's going to be a great one. We're in for an exciting second half. So glad you joined us here this evening on the Real Esteli YouTube channel and on Sportsflick as well today. Macon Santana into the ballgame now for Diriangén, checking in for Josue Arias for the Cacique. 45.5 gone by here in our game. Inside Estadio Cacique Diriangén in Diriangén, Nicaragua. Henry Garcia working with it there.
And James, we'll see if that halftime break has allowed the two teams to cool off a little bit. Some tense moments in those final few minutes of that first half as both teams leading to a benches clearing, not really brawl, but altercation, perhaps some shouting, just the worst of it. But we'll see how the break has altered their emotions.
Oh, for sure. And now we get a look here. Two players down on the pitch. Number 42, the goalkeeper tonight for Esteli, Iglesias. And going down there, Alexis Ramos for Diriangén. And he was over the top of the goalkeeper for Esteli. And both of them clutching, but they're both up now under their own power. As you see, coming up still a little bit ginger there, Alexis Ramos. But he seems to be able to stay in the ball game.
Iglesias went to corral the ball and fell right on it, and then Ramos kind of was running right at him and had to jump over him, but maybe didn't get off his feet in time. But didn't look like too bad of a dust-up.
Not too shabby. I like that. Here comes number 16 now, Macon Santana, who just checked into the ballgame for Diriangén. Turned away quickly there by Richard Rodriguez. Good action here to open up our second half. Sunday night Liga Primera soccer. Make sure you get in the comments there on YouTube. Let us know where you're watching from. We always like to check it out after the fact and see where people enjoyed the broadcast from tonight.
And we see Diriangén on the offensive early on in this second half, realizing that that 1-goal deficit is going to look even bigger as time progresses. You want to get out to a quick start here in the second half, and best way to do that is controlling the ball.
A chance there for a moment for Diriangén. Excellent job for Iglesias turning that one away. It was a high shot. He had to elevate, get his hands on that one quickly. And there he is once again corralling that one. Another look at it here. Check this out.
I mean, just a great attempt there. Couldn't quite see who it was. Couldn't quite see the number of who it was, but a great header. Just a tad high, but that's all it takes is just that one and to sneak through.
How about that? The vertical there for Iglesias. My goodness, he got up. I think he had his hand over the top of the crossbar, almost like he was blocking a shot in basketball.
Yeah, and that's what makes being a goalie such a difficult position, and it takes such athleticism to be so successful back there that you have to be able to slide and go low and dive to one side and then jump up and knock away a high header like that, knock it over the post, and that's exactly what he did.
Yeah, you're covering a number of square feet there inside that goal box, and you mentioned the athleticism, be able to have that reach and the anticipation of where the shot may be coming from, or maybe having to anticipate even the rebound that might be coming next. So a lot of things to deal with there in goal for sure.
Definitely need to have your head on a swivel.
Diriangén now forcing the issue here in half number 2. They trail 1-0 here to Esteli. Yon Mosquera pokes that one up. Mosquera now to Henry Garcia, who staves off the Diriangén defender, works the ball up the far side of the pitch. Just keeps working it to the outside. And Garcia now goes down.
Numbers at all.
No help there at all, Ian.
No, and even bailed out a little bit by drawing that foul there, but would have run out of room eventually if he kept going toward the sideline.
That one not even close. Goes over the top of the bar.
James, we've seen that 2 or 3 times so far tonight. I think a little bit of it having to do with the wet conditions, the slick ball, not getting a great foot on the ball and forcing that one to sky high.
One nothing Esteli, almost 52 minutes gone by. Once again, no Hover Flores. At least I'm not seeing him anywhere on the sideline tonight for Esteli. So a shout out to Hover Flores if you happen to be watching this evening. Up the near side with it, Henry Garcia racing number 5, Eric Tellez to the ball. Bernardo Lalreiro with it now for the Cacique. Mendoza gets it back in now for Diriangén.
It'll be important for Esteli here to try to take the ball back onto their offensive half of the field, because just about the entirety of the first 8 minutes here in this second half have been played on the Diriangén offensive. So a goal 1 minute.
Welcome back to Estadio Cacique Diriangén. We apologize for the technical difficulties. 1-1 now. We are tied up here, Esteli and Diriangén. And Ian, an exciting goal. Tell us about it, since I had to miss it, unfortunately.
Yeah, no. Cornell got the ball right in front of the goal and passing it to his fellow teammate, the other Cornell, and a beautiful shot trickling past Iglesias in the goal, and tried to go to the left side, and a beautiful shot there, and we are all even, and James is shaping up to be quite a good one. You know, we've seen that Diriangén has been on the offensive the entirety of this second half, finally paying off 12 minutes in.
Oh, yes, indeed. 1-1. We're tied up. 57 and a half minutes almost gone by here. And you can even see the intensity has picked up now with a tie ball game. Every shot critical, every possession critical. And they are working hard now. So glad you joined us this evening on the Real Esteli YouTube channel. Also available on Sportsflick this afternoon in the Southern Hemisphere down in New Zealand and Australia. Another look at the last moments of action there. Jon Mosquera trying to get in underneath the Diriangén attacker. And now the crowd wants a card on that one on Mosquera, but nothing. The intensity is ratcheting up now, Ian.
Yeah.
Diriangén sets it up here.
Both teams realizing that the ball could trickle in at any minute and find the back of the net, and we saw it, Esteli, getting the advantage in the first half, and then Diriangén taking it right back just a few moments ago. And, you know, any play like that could turn the balance in this one.
A shot right there for Diriangén. That was number 16 on that one. That was Macon Santana. He just checked into the ball game there at the beginning of the second half. A lot of velocity on that shot there from Santana. So now, Jean Iglesias.
That's the advantage of the fresh legs here, playing just the second half for Santana, while some of the other players have been on the pitch for just about an hour now. He's only been on for about 15 minutes, so a big difference when you can bring those fresh legs into the game.
And the aforementioned Santana now down on the pitch for Esteli. He makes his way to his feet slowly. He looks like he could be cramping up there possibly. The coaching staff giving counsel there on the Esteli sideline.
It looks like Acuna might be coming back in with some information.
Manuel Rosas over to Jon Mosquera. They work it around. Mosquera with it once again. Betancourt on the far side. "60 minutes gone by, 1-1. A score in the first half for the Train of the North off of Jorge Betancourt. And then Cornell getting it done for Diriangén. Just inside our second half, a shot save by Diriangén's Justo Lorente. Another look at that one here. That's a little bit of an earlier replay.
Yeah, it looked like that one might have even hit off of his shoulder, the top of his arm.
Number 14 now, Jason Cornell, getting a look at him there. He's favoring his midsection, I would say there, Ian. Maybe he was acting kind of like he had the wind knocked out of him a little bit there.
Yeah, probably running just a little bit too fast and hitting the ground hard, and yeah, you lose your legs underneath you, the ground will come up fast.
Oh my goodness, yes. And these guys going hard after every ball. No, they go down hard as well a lot of times, for sure. That's Rosas now going to get it back in for the Train of the North. 1-1. That one misses wide right.
And I want to look really good off of Acuna's foot.
Luis Acuna. Another great chance there for Esteli, thwarted by Justo Lorente. Players tied up in the middle of the pitch now. That appears to be number 16. We get another look at it there. 16 going down for Diriangén.
That one, just two players going right at it, meeting at the same spot at the same time. And now a pretty good free kick position for Diriangén.
So now Laureiro, who typically does the free kick duties for Diriangén, a left-footed swing right into the arms of the goaltender for Esteli tonight. Gian Iglesias with a great save there for Esteli. Not a whole lot on that one, just kind of a rainbow, and just don't mess that one up, right, Ian?
No. Just make sure you have it and boot it back the other way.
Get it out of there as quickly as possible. 1-1. Don't go anywhere, folks. This one is going to be a great finish now. Time is going to be a factor very soon, almost 65 minutes into this one. Every chance going to be critical here down the stretch. Betancourt with it. The only goal of the night for Esteli. Richard Rodriguez. Yon Mosquera comes up. Henry Garcia trying to work towards the corner. A quick swing in the middle. I believe that was Mosquera.
Yeah, off the redirect for the pass, trying to find a cutting teammate toward the goal, but right to Mosquera, who was able to put a shot toward the goal. That one going wide, but still a good opportunity. And as you say, you get a look, you get a shot opportunity, take it. You never know what could happen.
You see Richard Rodriguez there coming over to assist and stretch out his teammate, Fernando Mercado. Cramping up a little bit tonight, a very humid night outside. These guys have to make sure they hydrate before the game, during the game, and after the game. As you can see, the cramps starting to rear their ugly head as you see a few Esteli players now getting loose. Maybe coaches looking at bringing in more fresh legs possibly here to break through and get goal number 2, preferably before Diriangén does.
That is the objective, and and we're still about 10 minutes away from the cooling break of the second half, so the players just need to, I guess, get off those cramps for a few more minutes, and then they can get a hydration break.
Brandon Ayerdes right there. You get a good look at him. Francisco Paz, among others, there for Esteli. 66, almost 67 minutes gone by now. Esteli is going to get that one back in. And Ian, I'm not sure if you have your ambient sound on tonight, but we're getting to listen to our counterparts over on the Spanish broadcast there. Always great to hear those guys calling the game right alongside us, as Henry Garcia works on the far side there. Acuna with it. A shot and a goal for Luis Acuna. Right there in the middle, he's still with Richard Rodriguez and others. And what a shot there for Acuna. How about it, Ian?
Acuna finding the perfect angle on that one. and booting it in. A great look from the second-year player with Esteli, and that's a big one for the Train of the North to go back on top.
And I hear our counterparts over there doing their best Andres Cantor impersonation with the extended goal call there, and a beautiful shot from Luis Acuna. And now we just talked about it. Who's going to get that second goal? It's almost like they heard us down there, Ian. And Esteli coming through. Once again, another look at it here. Far side into Acuna. He says left foot, left corner of the, or excuse me, right corner of the net. Henry Garcia, great footwork there to Acuna. Acuna saw a crease in the defense. And Iglesias just frozen in time right there. Nothing he could do about that one as it goes right in front of him for the Esteli goal.
Yeah, the defensive zone really opened up as the two defenders went with Garcia. That allowed Acuna the open look, and he knew exactly what to do with it for his second goal of the season, and a very important one for Esteli.
As we now have Yon Mosquera on the backboard for Esteli. Not really sure what happened to him, but he does not look comfortable, to say the least.
Seems to be writhing in pain a little bit as they strap him down to the board, and certainly not the way that Esteli would like to celebrate the go-ahead goal there.
Not at all. So thoughts and prayers with Yon Mosquera and his family, as well as we get a look at Brandon Ayertis, who looks to be possibly checking in shortly. Here comes Diriangén now with it. Eric Mendoza with it momentarily. Now Bernardo Loureiro through the mud, trying to get a crack through that defense there. Well defended there by Esteli. A shot, but not a great one. And it trickles wide right of the goal. And great defensive position right there for Esteli. Really not a really good chance there overall for Diriangén.
No, even as much as they were progressing toward the goal, they didn't really have a full play designed that you could see it. And it's a credit to the Esteli defense of not giving Diriangén its first or second options, and now quickly turning away that corner kick, not allowing any good opportunity there. And now the Esteli offense looking to go to work and even expand on its lead.
They would love to get another one in there. Now you got Ayertis who checked into the ballgame. You talk about fresh legs, and this guy knows how to score it. So Diriangén increased pressure now, got to be on for them with Ayertis now in the ballgame, fresh off the bench for Esteli.
Yeah, Ayertis is 3 goals, tied right up there, right around the top 10 in the league. So he certainly knows what to do when you give him fresh legs compared to some of the other players out there on the pitch who have been out there for more than 70 minutes. And certainly advantage for Ayertis.
Henry Garcia there almost broke into the open. Working with Luis Acuna, who has it shortly. Now Loureiro sends it the other way for Diriangén. And Manuel Rosas in there now with it for Esteli. Marlon Lopez now in for Yon Mosquera officially, who was carted off on the backboard. So another guy who knows how to get it done out there, Marlon Lopez.
Yeah, Lopez, the 6-year veteran in the Liga Primera, certainly knows a thing or two of how to be successful on the pitch, and we'll see what he can do over the final roughly 20 minutes of this one.
Eric Tellez has it stolen away there by Esteli's defense. Diriangén doing a good job there. Esteli had a head of steam there for a moment, but shut down quickly by that Diriangén defense. And now, once again, Tellez with it on the far side for the Cacique. That one trickles in off the dome of Manuel Rosas. And Gian Iglesias now will set up. And Diriangén momentarily testing the goalkeeper there for Esteli. So he defers to Oscar Lopez. Rodriguez with a strong left foot. Brandon Ayerdas in the corner now. One more look. Not much going on that one.
Yeah, neither team going for that one right in front of the goal, and for Diriangén need to start moving quickly, try to set up a couple of good looks here, see if they can find the back of the net one more time and pull this one even. And for Esteli, you'd love to find another goal here and expand on this historically good offense, leading the league with now 30 goals this season after the 2 so far in this match.
A pretty good overall match tonight, I would say, especially number 1 against number 4. Laureiro swings his left foot through. It's over the top of the crossbar. Iglesias not too concerned about that one there as we get a look at number 10 preparing to check in now. Victor Perales for Diriangén. And Perales will come into the ballgame for Jason Cornell, who has not been afraid to mix it up out there tonight and exchange pleasantries with the Train of the North. As Ayerdas now getting into it with a teammate. Manuel Rosas and Brandon Ayerdas, once again, not sharing the pecan pie recipe. We'll see what happened there. And an earlier look from Jorge Betancourt's goal in the first half. That was a great one off the rebound from Henry Garcia's earlier shot. Mercado feeding Garcia. A great first save there for Iglesias. And then number 6, Betancourt finishing the job and going full tattoo from the Dallas Sidekicks back in the early 80s, Ian. Ripping the jersey off and running around, little victory lap.
That's right. And then the Diriangén goal here off a little action right in front of the goal. You see the pass backwards.
Oh, wow. What a great job. And the assist that time as well from Alexis Ramos for Diriangén. Right there, setting him up. The crease opened up, fire away, goal. One more look at it here. And that was Acuna firing away there. That's our third and most recent goal. Henry Garcia looking towards Acuna in the middle, and he freezes Iglesias. Acuna got turned on that one in a hurry and was able to fire that, I think, before Iglesias even knew it was coming.
Yeah, and all set up by the double team going to the ball, which left Acuna wide open for a great look at the net. And that one's the difference so far, with just under 15 minutes left in this one. So the minutes starting to tick down for Diriangén, and for Esteli, they're closing in on potentially win number 11.
Yeah, they are excited right now as Esteli. Looking forward to that 3-hour and 20-minute drive north, passing through the capital city of Managua, Nicaragua, on their way back home this evening. And they would remain the #1 team in Liga Primera. Walter Ferretti in the #2 spot. Art Jalapa coming in at #3. The aforementioned Diriangén at the #4 ranking right now. The Cacique trying to get something going offensively here. Defense right on it there for Esteli. Acuna now sends it the other way. Henry Garcia in the open field with a chance. He's going to look to work it back toward the center. A shot, and it's saved. What a great job there for Justo Lorente.
A great
wow,
job.
That thing had some smoke on it.
A great job by Lorente, knocking that one down. And that's what's so important to be a goalie. You don't have to catch every shot that's sent your way. You just have to knock it down and prevent it from going in, and then corral it once you take some of that initial speed and spin off of it. But so important. They're setting up perfectly in the near corner of the goal to read that one. And it looked like they were trying to run the fast break, and he had all the space in the world. But a beautiful save by Lorente.
Outstanding job in goal there for Lorente. That would have been the nail in the coffin, I think, at this point for Diriangén, going down 2 goals to Esteli on a overall slow pitch to begin with tonight with all the moisture, and it just continues to get more and more muddy as the match progresses. Excuse me.
You're absolutely right, James, that if Esteli had gotten that one snuck past Lorente, that would have been the dagger and pretty much ended this one right there.
Well, now it seems, Ian, if you start cramping up, they just bring the backboard out, get you off the field. We got to keep playing. We got 10 minutes left. You're going to have to stretch that out on the sideline. We got to get somebody else in here.
Perhaps Esteli thinking about that 3.5-hour bus ride and wanting to attack it earlier, sooner rather than later.
Yeah, make sure you want to get that thing fully stretched out before you get on that bus and ride back 3.5 hours back home. So, but the ride is going to be happy if things hold on for another 9.5 minutes or so. And I believe that is Mr. Henry Garcia, if I'm not mistaken, getting carried off right there for Esteli. It is Garcia. Thanks to our Spanish cohorts. I'm picking that up on the top end right here, Ian. Listen to those guys on the broadcast. 81-15 gone by. And now we have a Diriangén player slow to get up. That's Laureiro. Quickly recovering. Diriangén at the 4th spot in Liga Primera. #5, Juventus Managua. Chinandega in at 6. Managua in at 7. Deportivo Ocotal at #8. Real Madrid 9. And Junior Managua coming in at #10. They won their last match.
Yeah, Diriangén entering this one just 1 point behind Art Jalapa for 3rd place. So they would have really liked to pick up a win or at worst a draw here to salvage at least 1 point out of this one. But if they want to try to make one of those possibilities a reality, they need to work quickly here and find the back of the net at least once.
Well, they've been able to stay on the Esteli end of the pitch more often than not here, especially in the last few minutes. So we'll see if they can maybe break through and find one. That one attempted there by #9, Luis Cornell. Cafe Ox. I'm going to need some of that here momentarily.
Not a great look there, as trying to poke it through traffic and trying to mercilessly just find anything toward the goal.
Trying to get all the chances they can here in our final 7 minutes plus any stoppage time. Hasn't been a whole lot of stoppage time here in this second half, so maybe a minute, maybe 2 minutes at this point, unless something else develops here in the last few. Directing traffic out of the Esteli goal is Gian Iglesias. So glad to join us here tonight on the Esteli YouTube channel and on SportsFlick. James Poovey alongside my broadcast partner this evening, Mr. Ian Sachs. Great to do another game with you, Ian. Always fun.
Definitely, James, the last time we were together was a Friday night.
That's right.
Friday night football action. Now some Sunday night football action. So bookending the weekend, I guess you could say.
That's exactly right, my friend. It's been a busy weekend for sure. I don't know if you've done any games this weekend or not, but I started on Thursday night, and this is the last one of a four-gamer.
Wow. No.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and now Sunday.
No, that's props to you for that. I'm sure you'll enjoy resting your voice come tomorrow.
Yes, I'm going to try not to say anything to anyone at work tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. So never works out that way, though.
Just bring the little whiteboard and write on that whatever you want to say.
Yeah, exactly. That's a great idea. So Diriangén now, the walls slowly closing in here inside Estadio Cacique Diriangén as they try to get one more on the board and at least reach out for that draw, as you mentioned, give them another point to tie up for third place with Walter Ferretti. Bernardo Loureiro Luis Lopez, great bit of footwork there for Esteli. "85 minutes gone by plus here. Marlon Lopez now picking up a yellow card. I used to rock the Marlon Lopez back in high school, Ian.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Nice.
just the wave thing. Oh man,
Those were the days.
those were the days. A much simpler time.
Yeah.
Diriangén close. Laredo turns around and nearly gets it inside the net. It just trickles just wide right. And Loureiro with a great chance there. He felt the need to turn around and get one more crack at it and nearly was able to connect.
Wow, what a shot there. Finding it in traffic and just turning and unloading quickly, almost working out for him.
And we have a tarjeta amarilla, Ian, coming out here. 86.5 minutes gone by. A great look there at Iglesias directing traffic. Getting everybody set up to basically play keep away now, Ian, for about 3.5 more minutes. For lack of a better term.
That's all it comes down to for Esteli. Control the time of possession here, the final few minutes, and you'll come away with another victory. And a nice way to cap off the regular season and turn your attention to the postseason now.
That's exactly right. Esteli match 16 of 16 in the Apertura season right here for you. Luis Acuna prepares to stand off, if you will, against Bernardo Loureiro. And Loureiro with words for Acuna and picks up a yellow card. So They're not done having fun yet.
There.
No doubt. And now 2 players setting up. Betancourt and Acuna. Oh, that one trickles in for a Diriangén goal. It was nearly saved by Iglesias.
Iglesias came up his line, and then the ball bounced, it looked like over his head, and a teammate tried to make the save at the end before it touched the nylon in the back of the net, but to no avail.
Wow, that was crazy. He was trying to get that thing out of there, I think, before it touched the ground inside the goal box. Is that right, Ian? Because that's when it's officially game over goal, right? Here we go. Look here. Right there, he tried to turn it away, back the other way, but just unable to. Loureiro with a great stroke on that one. An excellent effort in the goal. I'm trying to see who that was in there.
Right, it all happened so quickly.
Oh. What a play.
I guess the goal would be credited to Abner Acuna.
And now we've got Loureiro having words with another Yon Mosquera now coming over. He's always able to get in. Now we have a red card. And I believe that's going to be on Mosquera.
James, so much going on here.
Another day at the office for Yon Mosquera.
So much
and now another
on.
card. Oh, it looks like another card's coming out, possibly.
You
see Loureiro firing up the crowd now.
This almost feels reminiscent of the first half, where it was a pretty peaceful first maybe 40 minutes of the opening half, and then the two sides getting animated, getting into it. Pretty much the same story here in the second half. The first 40 minutes, pretty uneventful, pretty slow, a couple fouls here and there, but not really any cards. And then all of a sudden, a flurry of action. And
so much for not a lot of stoppage time, huh? I think I might have jinxed us on that one.
Yeah, we're going to get a lot of stoppage time from the stoppage time because we're already over the 90 minutes.
You're right. We are already 30 seconds over that 90. As we see our officiating crew sorting out another yellow card coming out, another red card coming out now. And this match has gotten out of hand. Yon Mosquera has already been red carded. He's trying to walk out to the field. His coach saying, listen, I don't think you want the fine, but if you want to go out there and say something, you're a little bigger than me, so I might let you. Loureiro now just giving it to the official. And I don't know if he has enough cards in his pocket there, Ian.
Yeah.
He might have to borrow some. Mosquera, I don't know how he's even still out on the field.
Right, and
there you go.
Both teams arguing, it seems like, for some type of explanation from each of the officials, and I don't think they might not know what's going on.
Absolute bedlam there. Where is Hover Flores when we need him? Oh, my goodness. I don't think anyone knows what's going on. I believe that's Eric Lazama, our official tonight, and he is getting in some extra cardio here, Ian.
Yeah.
As they march Yon Mosquera off the pitch. And they are making him exit the building, exit stage left there for Yon Mosquera.
And we're already nearly 2.5 minutes into stoppage time.
He's telling us now we're going to have 47 minutes of stoppage time, it looks like. I'm kidding. 6 minutes is what they're putting up there on the board now. And so we're already 2.5 minutes into that.
Just a wild ending to the original 90 minutes, and who knows what's going to happen in these extra 6 minutes.
Oh, we still got over 3 minutes left. You never know. Here comes Rodriguez with it. Aiertes unable to gain control of that one.
You know, James, it feels like that game-tying goal was back in the first half after all that transpired after that.
It does. It almost seems like they started to lose their mind as soon as that game got tied up.
Right.
Here comes Rodriguez now, trying to work his way through traffic. Aiertes on the top side with it, trying to find number 3, Luis Lopez, who was cutting towards the net. And unable to connect, Diriangén now is going to throw it in. They're going to have to hurry it up because we got just about 2 more minutes left. Betancourt working with number 9, Luis Cornell there. Santana with it over to Eric Mendoza. Trying to work himself around Manuel Rosas was Abner Acuna. Diriangén keeps it on the Esteli end. Esteli trying to clear it out now. They work it finally across midfield. Luis Lopez loses it. Now Perales with it the other way for the Cacique. A chance there. It almost looked like he might have rushed it. Alex Ramos, he only had one guy in front of him there, Ian, and then the goaltender.
Yeah, didn't get the best shot that he could have on that one, but I guess at this point, you're looking at any shot that you can get is somewhat of a good one, just to have the opportunity to put a shot up. But of course, time is certainly of the essence for both sides as they try to break this 2-2 tie.
40 seconds remaining here. Esteli for sure playing keep away with it now. Betancourt retreats.
Smart by Esteli to just play keep away. They don't need the extra points for a potential win. They'll take the 1 point from the tie.
Sure. And they're about 5 more seconds away from doing so as Bernardo Loureiro will get it set up for one more crack if they are even able to get that off. The attempt for Loureiro trails wide left. And the Train of the North very close now to a draw here with the Cacique of Diriangén.
Perhaps the 6 minutes extra was once the official said 6 minutes, which was already 2.5 minutes into extra time.
Yes.
Again, the wild ending to the 90-minute marker of the goal right before that, and then it seemed like everything transpired and both sides losing their minds. And finally order restored for us to play this extra time.
What a flurry of activity there at the end of regulation in this one. So they continue to work it around. Diriangén now. Abner Acuna with it. Here's the chance, and it's turned away. Loureiro, he has it poked away. Diriangén refuses to let it out of the area. That one goes wide right. So we get a look at Loureiro in the corner with it. Victor Perales assisting him. Loureiro checks the socks. You get a look at Iglesias preparing now. This could be the last chance for Diriangén. Loureiro in front. Nothing doing. Turned away in a hurry there by Esteli. Esteli again controls the ball. They work it up the pitch, and this should be about it. One more chance there for Esteli as the goalie, Lorente, comes way out for Diriangén. Now he'll clear it down. Takes a Diriangén bounce. Abner Acuna at midfield. And that is our ball game. So a 2-2 draw now. Words being exchanged there once again at the midfield line, Ian. And we're going to get a look at the Brandon Ayerdes tumble. Once again, now they're going to have to clear off the pitch in a hurry because this one is going to be heated. There might be some guys waiting at the flagpole outside after this one, Ian. You never know.
James, only fitting the way that this game ended. It started with fireworks, literal fireworks.
Yes.
And then ending with just a flurry of action and chaos out there on the pitch right up until the final whistle. We ended up having about 8 minutes of stoppage time at the end of it, mostly because the end of the 90-minute regulation had such a flurry of activity where both sides having words after the game-tying goal, but still nonetheless both teams coming away with 1 point here. Esteli keeping pace at the top of the standings, and for Diriangén, that 1 point could be very important in the final standings. It's so bunched up there right in the middle.
Indeed it is. You get another look at tonight's highlights there as Eric Lozama blows us underway earlier this evening. Esteli capturing a point here tonight in the draw, increasing their total now to 34. And you mentioned Diriangén picking up an additional point on the draw, and that should tie them, evening them up in the third place position in Liga Primera with Art Jalapa. So for my broadcast partner Ian Sachs, James Poovey signing off tonight from Diriangén, Nicaragua, where it's a draw, 2-2, both teams picking up a point in the standings. And we hope you enjoyed tonight's match. It was a great one, Ian. Action all over the field and just drama, everything you wanted, we had it here tonight for you. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. For my broadcast partner, we're signing off tonight. Have a great evening, everyone. We'll talk to you next time.